What is up, guys, and welcome back to Whitley Auto Works. Today's video is all about pearls, powdered pearls that is. Now, there are many different types of powdered pearls that you can use in various applications to create different effects. You can put it in paint, you can put it in binder, you can put it in clear. So today we're going to go over the three main types of powdered pearls and what are the differences. Let's get into it and find out. Pearl pigments, mica powder, the stuff everybody loves to throw in custom paint jobs to create crazy illusions and everything else. Now, there are mainly two different types of pearls. There are solid pearls, which you actually see the color already when you put it in, and there are white particle pearls. You don't see the color until you either put it in the clear or you shoot it on the panel. Now, depending on what effect you're trying to go for, guys, is what you want to choose. Now, with solid pearls, you can use them kind of like a metal flake, but smaller. And basically you shoot them in the paint or in the clear, depending on what kind of effect you're going for. So think of solid pearls as you can use it like flake, or you can use it to get a solid color. You just have to do a lot of coats. Now, the other pearls are white particle pearls. Now, these have a variety of different things. You can do what you call a ghost or interference pearl, where it will go over and kind of give a nice sheen or a ghost effect, especially when the light hits it. Or you can go crazy extreme, and some of these do color shifts. And you can add them in the clear. Sometimes it shows up in the clear what color shift it's going to do. Other times it don't. And there are solid pearls as well that do color shifts. So I got one right here. It goes red to green. And those technically are called harlequin. At least that's what the paint used to be called. I don't know if that's the technical term for it nowadays, but I call it harlequin pearls, minor color shift pearls, solid color shift pearls, whatever you want to call it is fine with me. But your basic layouts are your solid pearls, your ghost interference pearls, and your color shift pearls for the purpose of this video. So I've got a spray out over here, guys. We're going to mix up some stuff today. We're going to have some fun. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to get into it. All right, so we're going to start off simple with the solid pearls, guys. Now, my buddy's Civic, if you saw that one back in the day, if you haven't watched the video, go watch it. I'll put up a picture real quick. Was done in a solid pearl. And I think that took me about 6 or 7 coats to get full coverage. And the way I did that was I shot my black base down, and then I just kept coating it with coats of the pearl mixed in the clear. So I got some 7000 clear here today, guys. Like I said, this is the cheap clear. And if you don't know, then I said that in a previous video. Anyways, and I got some different color pearls here. One guy was asking the other day about red, so I might shoot some red over this top solid panel. And also, I'm probably going to do some of this red to green too, so you can kind of get a good idea of both. I'm going to use my little touch-up gun, and I'll shoot like the first half in red, and then the second half in the red-green with my little touch-up gun. That way you guys can get a good feel for example of solid pearls and what they do. So I'm going to get some of this mixed up real quick, and we're going to go ahead and shoot up some, and we'll talk about it. So I know it can be a little hard to tell given the fineness of these pearls, because these are Chromax pearls opposed to KP Pigments, Did Space, some of those other pearls which have a little bit thicker micron, so you would see them and they would show up a little bit better. But hopefully you saw the sheen on it and you saw the way it was laying over the colors. With the red, obviously it kind of just disappeared for the most part, because red is such a vibrant color and it would just take so many more coats to get kind of coverage over a color. But it works great if you shoot it over like a silver, a white, or a black, and especially black, because it'll give you full coverage, and that's what you use when you're actually using it for your color in general. But it turned out good. After I get done shooting all the others and explaining all the others, I am going to take this hood out in the sun, so hopefully you can actually see it glimmer out in the sun opposed to in this shop. So bear with me, but that's solid pearls, guys. I hope it kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. Like I said, you have to do a lot of coats to get coverage, or you can just use it for a simple metallic effect in the clear or in the base over top of whatever you're doing. So let's move on to the second one, Ghost and Interference pearls. Alright guys, Ghost and Interference pearls. Unfortunately, as hard as that was to see, being a light effect, Ghost and Interference pearls are going to be even more of a light effect. So what should we do? Alright, well, I want to mix it up and give you guys a good variety today. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of this white particle red to blue, and we're going to do a little bit of violet. Now this is real pretty, a little much, but it'll be alright. Alright, I'm going to give these a mix up and we'll get to spraying on the panel. Alright guys, so I went ahead and laid the hood down because there ain't no way I'm going to get through today and not give you guys full coverage on them pearls so you can see it really good. So I laid it down and I let it have it, guys. I mixed up some more pearl off camera and shot it down. So when we take this thing out in the sun, you're going to get the real reaction. So last but not least, definitely not least, is the color shift pearls. Now, kind of like the interference pearls, the white particle pearls, and they shift, but they do primarily rely on a light effect. If you put them over black, a lot of times they will change the color of black. Black is just the dominant go-to color, guys, when it comes to putting pearls over it. It shows up better than on any other color. White being the other end of that spectrum. If you go on white, then half the time you won't even see it unless the light's hitting it. So it really just kind of goes for the effect you want. So I got some red to blue color shift right here. White powder, obviously. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. I got some of this Did Spade color shift. Now with this, I'm kind of running out, so I'm going to kind of cheat. I'm going to pour it in the containers, put the lids back on, agitate it real good, pour it back in here. That way I can get every bit of it out for you guys. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like in the mix, and we're going to get to spraying it on our test panel. Alright guys, so we got some crazy shifting pearls. As you can see, the first spray out section is our solid pearls. You got that green to red up top, and if you turn you can see that red is very subtle, but that red pearl is completely vibrant and taking over. So to start off with, that is red and green to red over flat black. This is red pearl and green to red over gloss black. Now you can see the red a little bit more in this section. This is red pearl and green to red pearl over gray. And last but not least, we got red pearl and green and red pearl over a solid red. Now we're moving on to ghost pearls. The top one is violet over flat black, and the bottom is red to blue over flat black. Same with this. This is the top is violet over gloss black, and the bottom is red to blue over gloss black. On this one, we have violet over top of gray and red to blue over top of gray as well. And over here, we have violet over top of red, which really gave it a weird sheen. And of course, red to blue over top of red as well. And then finally, our color shifts. Our color shift is over red, and we have red to blue over red. We have color shift over gray, red to blue over gray. We have color shift over gloss black and red to blue over gloss black. And last but certainly not least, we have color shift over flat black and color shift red to blue over gloss black, which weirdly enough turned out green. I don't know what all that's about, but that one was a very intricate one. So, and this one right here, this is red to blue over red. It, from certain angles, if you guys can see it, it almost looks like a gold pearl, like an Iron Man pearl. But these pearls, man, they turned out beautiful. So let's go inside and let's discuss the results. Alright guys, so today we've shot pearls over red, pearls over gray, pearls over gloss black, and pearls over flat black. And the results are in. And I don't know if you saw out in the sun, but man, these pearls do some crazy effects. A couple of things that I noticed right off the bat is when you shot the red to green pearl over a darker color, the green dominated the mix. And when you shot it over the lighter two colors, you actually got to see a little more of the red come through, and you got a good mix of red and green. Moving down here, when you shot the violet pearl over everything, obviously purple kind of dominated the mix, and you got more of a sheen over the lighter colors to where the blacks just turned instantly into purple. And what's another funny thing is the red to blue pearl shot over black turned purple as well, which makes sense because red and blue together make purple. But you really don't get much of the effect of the red and blue over the darker colors. You get it more over the lighter colors, and the lighter colors, the red and blue, actually haze the red. So I don't know about that one. That was kind of a crazy effect. The color shift worked great over black, as I pretty much expected, but not so much over the red and the lighter color. It had more of just a metal flake look. It sparkled, but that was about it. And that's what you're going to find with a lot of these pearls. Over darker colors, the pearls are going to look a lot richer. And over lighter colors, it's going to be more of a light effect. And another thing you have to be cautious of is with these pearls, the particle size on them is really small. But when you step it up to bigger pearls or bigger flakes, over the lighter colors, you don't want the salt and pepper effect, to where if you start throwing a darker pearl over a lighter color, you'll see specks all in it when the light's not hitting it. And then it just makes your paint look dirty. And so kind of keep that in mind. With the white particle pearls, it did better because they weren't solid pearls, but you still kind of get a little bit of that salt and pepper effect. But like I said, these are really fine pearls, so it's not as bad. I think I learned a lot today, guys. I hope you did too. Experiment with all these different kinds. So just to repeat again, we had red, gray, gloss black, and flat black. We did red to green up top. We did red pearl midways. Third in line was violet pearls. Fourth in line was red blue pearls. Fifth in line was color shift pearls. And then I did make the mistake of doing red blue again. But my whole purpose of this video today, guys, was to show you a full color spectrum of different pearls sprayed over a different spectrum of bases. I wanted you to kind of get a good idea in your head of what everything will do. And ultimately, it's up to you to do trial and error. I would say get you a little small bit of your pearl and get a small bit of your base. Find you a card, find you a paint stick, something, paint it out, do a spray out first, and just kind of play with it, guys, and find your right custom mix before you go full scale. That way you know what pearl works for you. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I found it very educational and very entertaining. I love seeing all these pearls sparkle in the sun. But that's going to be it for me, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We got merch. We got all kinds of things. Just check out in the comments below. Got more videos, paint jobs, all kinds of things coming, guys, very soon. So don't miss a minute. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm John from Whitley Auto Works. Y'all have a great day and God bless. I'll see you on the next one.